on our Facebook page if you want to check out the action. New Brighton Mayor Miss Val is in to talk about things going on in the borough of New Brighton and elsewhere.
Well, good morning.
Well, good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. First, we got to ask her about yesterday's
Juneteenth?
nice Juneteenth celebration in New Brighton yesterday. Tell us about it.
It was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, people were eating. I got to tell you about this one guy. It rained just a little bit, and there's an awning at my shop. This man was eating this rib bone like it was the best thing in the world. And I said, was it good? He goes, yes, it was good. Yeah. But we had a good time. The win, we had a lot of tossed tents, but no one got hurt, and we did have a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where the celebration was on, was it 11th Street? Or?
Yes, it was on 11th Street, and that's next to my shop. And it's not a state road, so I kind of have a little bit of control over that road. And I used it yesterday.
It's good to be the mayor. I
yes,
love it.
It is.
Congratulations on a successful event.
Thank you.
All right. Well, tell us, last night was council meeting, right?
Yes.
Anything good go on?
Not a lot going on. We got a couple events going on, and Dunkin' Donuts has finally signed off, and they are going to be moving in. That's no longer a rumor.
Okay. Well, I saw the bulldozer there yesterday.
Yes, yeah. And the Belco is moving along. Mm-hmm. I'm so pleased. New Brighton is really looking nice. And we didn't use them yesterday because we didn't need them, but you have to come to a special event and hear our downtown microphones with the music. It is so awesome. Few people thought it would be like too noisy. It's like elevator. I mean, you go in the elevator, you really don't listen to that music. But I'm real proud that we got that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
so, seen some activity going on at the former Fifth Avenue Tap House as well.
Yes, and I saw lights on the other day. I don't know if it's ready to open yet or not, but there's a crowd that loved it when it was open before, so I'm sure he'll get his regulars back again.
Is that a new ownership?
No, Ron bought it.
Yeah, he bought it back.
He bought it back, and from what I understand, he's going to use a combination of all the menus from when before.
What I heard.
So it's going to be breakfast, lunch, you name it, from Renico's. And what was the other one before Renico's? What was there before it was the Tap House?
Crystals was there 100 years ago.
Yeah, but then he had a restaurant. And then
he had a restaurant. Yeah, I don't remember the name.
I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, but he's going to use all those menus.
I tell you what, he does go off the hook on spending money to remodel. So, I mean, it'll look nice. State of the art.
Absolutely. So, now, part of getting back to the Dunkin' Donuts a little bit, are they... because there's been so many rumors about it.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
So are they going to actually tear the old Pizza Joe's down, or are they...
We're still not quite sure about that. Even with Belco, people come to me with everything. Why didn't they tear it down? So why are they rebuilding it? Well, sometimes money is an issue. It might be cheaper to remodel
what's wrong with that building.
The
old Jim's Tex Code.
Now, with Dunkin' Donuts, there is going to be a drive-through, so they do have to make a way to come around, which we had to make some special recommendations for that to happen and not disrupt traffic.
Right.
I'm excited. There were some people saying, "Oh, how could we do this to New Brighton?" No, that's going to be an awesome corner.
I think so. I'd rather see that than see, old torn down gas stations or a closed business sitting there.
Yes. So I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's just going to be a busy corner. Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. Get over it.
I get so tired of people. It happens all the time. People, they're the first ones to crank and yell about something, but they're also the first one. Well, why don't we have this here? Why don't we have this here? Well, then something comes and you start yapping about it coming.
Right. Now you open the door there, Frank. My issue is if you have something that you feel that we need to hear, come to a meeting.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then you can get the opinions of all of us, and maybe we could set you straight. Maybe we could tell you. Nah, you don't think so?
Nah, it's easier to hide behind Facebook.
Yeah, I can't. That just drives me crazy. And I know that my fellow council men and women are saying, no, don't invite them to the meeting. But see, I'm not like that. I want you to come to the meeting and tell me what you're thinking.
Right. Yeah. You don't know that. I mean, instead of hiding behind Facebook, come to the meeting and speak your mind.
Speak your mind. And all the meetings are public. I bet people don't know that. They're public meetings.
There's always a possibility a resident will tell you something you don't even know yet.
And that has happened.
Yeah.
Yes, we have learned things. We can learn things as well. And we're not stuffed shirts. So you open that door. Okay, I'm done.
I'm trying to read your shirt. It says, know your worth, then add tax.
Then add tax.
Right. There you go. It's perfect, right? So what else is happening in New Brighton?
Really, the Business District Authority, I have to say I'm very proud to be on that committee as well. Mr. Edwards, dear Mr. Edwards, started it in 1988, and we have grown so that we are starting to focus on our vacancies downtown, and we're trying to find the owners, and at least, if you're not going to do anything, put a for sale sign or something to show evidence. So we do have, for those of you who want to start a business, please consider downtown New Brighton because we do have some vacancies. Also, being a part of the community development in Beaver Falls, their job is unlocking the potential of downtown properties and creating new ideas for our business district. And that includes social media campaigns, developing marketing strategies, beautification projects, and like I was saying about the music, and wayfinding signage. We're going to be working on making some more wayfind so you can know where you want to go in New Brighton.
That's cool when you look and you can look up at the signs. I don't know if you've seen them in different places. Like when you're coming into town out of Beaver Falls, there's the one that says Oak Hill's up on the hill, and the football field's up there. It's neat to have different places so people know where you're going in town.
Now,
I love it.
When you put signs up, please know you do. If you're putting a sign up for your business, there are some rules and regulations. It can't be flashing and distracting, So you do have to come to us to get those.
I guess we're out, Scott.
Yeah, no flashy, no flashy.
How about those things that go up in the air? Those wind walkers, or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see outside car dealerships.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Hey, I got to tell you about the library, though.
Okay.
They are having next Friday their annual wine walk. And it's going to be 6 to 9, and it's an excellent opportunity for the community to come together and flourish. We have wine vendors, and we have such a nice walkable community that you'll be able to see our businesses. And it is successful because everybody loves the library. And with funding being the way it is, this is one of their major fundraisers. They did, when they were telling us about the program and their project, they came to us and told us about their services. So just to put it out there, the service area for New Brighton alone library consists of New Brighton Borough, Doherty, Falston, Pulaski, 10,366 residents in that service area. And believe it or not, only 2,500 have library cards. Do you guys have library cards?
No. I have one from Beaver, yeah.
Yeah, one, okay. Yeah. Frank,
I don't.
You need a library card.
My daughter has one in Beaver.
Oh, your daughter.
Okay,
so your daughter
she has one in Beaver.
Okay, all right. Well, that counts.
So yeah, I don't have one, but she does.
So you got to keep that in mind. And the library has book collections, ebooks, audiobooks, DVDs, games, technology center, meeting space, and they also have a place where they do social work and they pass on resources to people.
That wine walk you mentioned, is that where do they sell tickets for that? Or?
There's an online thing. I just can't get into social media, but you can go online. You can also call them, and you can get tickets that day as well.
Is that the one called Read Between the Wines?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which I love that name.
And I know, so clever. And people from everywhere. Since I'm in business, I pay attention to where the people come from. That's one of the few events, awesomely, that we get people from all over Western Pennsylvania and further.
And that's a basically to kick off the boom as well Friday night. So it's a good event to have the night before. So it's always a good one. So let's see. What else? Let me think. There was something I wanted to ask you about too. You go ahead, and then I got a question to ask you.
Okay, we have some upcoming events. Make Music Day. Have you heard of Make Music Day? Okay, well, it's a big event. And we are excited to have Brighton Music in our downtown who promote this. It's an international day dedicated to making music. The center will have instrument petting zoo for elementary students going to 3rd and 4th. This is Saturday. And 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade from noon to 2. Then from 3 to 3:45 will be the bucket drumming for early elementary age children. From 4 p.m. to 5:30, people who play wind instruments are invited to bring their instruments, chairs, and music stands to play marches by John Philip Sousa for the Sousa Palooza. How about that?
All right. I like
and
that
then
too.
finally, at 7 p.m. in Townsend Park, the Beaver County Symphonic Wind Ensemble will perform a free concert. Make Music Day, an international day. There's things that people don't realize that we have. And with so much sadness and meanness going on, we got to pick out the events that are going to make you smile and laugh. We got to. I've got to promote those things. Oh, guess what I'm making? I'm going to be making, this has nothing to do with New Brighton, joy jars. You know, when people, you don't let people take your joy away. That joy you have in your heart belongs to you.
Okay.
Unless you're giving it away to spread it, don't let someone take it. So I'm making joy jars, and they're just going to be glass jars with a cork in it. It's just going to have fun, either something shiny or glitter or something.
Okay.
We got to, and you guys got to help me pass joy around. We've got to do that. It's got to be our job.
I agree.
Totally.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why I like when we play music.
Yeah, yes.
Especially on a Friday, uplifting kind of.
Uplifting music.
Yeah, so, all right.
So what else you guys got going on?
Nothing. We're going to...
Tell me about Boom.
We got Boom coming up. That's going to be happening
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. They're going to be here to join us and talk to us. We got a cool song that our friend Jimmy Merkel did for us. That's AI. That is Boom. We played it earlier today. We'll play it again a little bit later on. So, but yeah, Boom's ready to go.
You gonna be there?
Absolutely.
Okay. WBVP.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, we'll be at Mario's 412. So.
I'll be at the concert with Ghost Hounds and Brian Kelly of Florida Georgia Line. A lot of local bands.
Yeah,
that too. Yeah,
we're looking forward in the former Beaver Valley Credit Union, now Clearview Credit Union parking lot. They are putting in. They're putting a wrestling ring, and they're going to have wrestling matches in the parking lot. So we want to kind of see, like studio wrestling. Yeah, we want to see what's going to happen there.
There's a big crowd that enjoys that.
Yeah, we had a professional wrestler from TNA Wrestling, Joe Hendry, in here the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, he come in to visit. So, but one quick thing I want to weigh in, and then we got we have another guest right after you, Gary Burke III. Did I say it right?
Yeah, it is.
Gary Burke III.
Very
I like his music.
So. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of his songs.
So what I wanted to address, one thing I wanted to, because there was a lot of things rolling around on our Facebook page about it. Let's talk real quickly about that incident that occurred last week where nobody knows what happened, but people were complaining about the police and what the police were doing, and they were just trying to apprehend a criminal. There was obviously there was two things going on at once.
Yes.
There was something going on the Beaver Falls side, and then there was something going on the New Brighton side. And I know you yourself know what went on, but you can't tell us.
I can't tell you.
And we get it.
Yeah.
But explain a little bit real quickly to everybody about, to instead of moaning about the police department, get the heck out of their way.
Yes.
Let them do their job.
First of all, having my business down on 3rd Avenue, I see how many people do not stop or go to the side when a siren comes. The first thing you should do when you hear a siren is stop and look in your rear view.
Yes.
Is it ahead of me or behind me? And you shouldn't still be driving. You should be stopped. And the same thing, see, I've got incensed. See how my voice has changed? The same thing with the... I'm going to bring that...
Love.
Joy.
Spread the joy. Come on. Spread the joy here.
The police are doing a job, and that job, are either one of you guys willing to put on a bulletproof vest and get a gun and search anybody? And
couldn't do what they do.
I couldn't do it.
Same.
Couldn't do it.
Get the heck out their way.
That's exactly right. And when you hear the sirens, children and adults the same. When you hear the siren, get out the way. Their job is not to hurt anybody. It's to get the bad guy. And believe it or not, there's bad guys everywhere. Everywhere. And they try to elude.
Well, with the problem that went on the other day, there was a lot of people that were, because so far I've looked, we have over 140,000 people have viewed the report Curtis had about it, okay?
Goodness.
But everybody's moaning about what the police were doing that day, but nobody's moaning about what the criminal was doing in the the criminal was the one that was causing the problem. They're trying to stop it.
Not the police.
But we can't. That's not getting through. Again, the trolls of Facebook.
Yes.
It's not getting through their brains.
And what was funny was they were saying, well, at least the bad guys tried to dodge the kids.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, get right.
So I am the wrong person. Anybody, they know, don't talk negative about New Brighton. I will get on my bandstand in a minute.
All right.
We do need to know that the rules go for all of us.
Absolutely. 100%?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you again next month.
Yes. See you next month.
All right. I know next month when you'll be here right before, I don't know the date, but it's probably right before a special day that they're going to have. If you had good attendance in New Brighton Elementary School, you get to have ice cream with Dr. Hall on July 23rd at Hanks.
Yeah. At Hanks.
And you get to find out who your teacher was. Yeah. Or who your teacher's going to be next year.
Who's going to be.
Yeah, so you can have ice cream with Dr. Hall. So
I love it.
I'm going to go harass him because Gabby made the list.
Do.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So we get to go have ice cream. That'll be July 23rd, so we'll have to report on that, too.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
So, all right, appreciate it.
Don't let anybody take your joy.
No,
I'm going to remember that.
Keep spreading that joy.
And be listening to the guests we have on after a quick break. Gary Burke, he does a lot of benefit shows for first responders to raise money to help them. He's very much in line with what you're saying as well. So he's on hold right now listening. So
great.
Make sure. Always great to see you. Your positivity does kind of rub off on me, I think.
Thank you.
Better.